Hi everyone, welcome to another tutorial of how to create an Asteroid game with Unity 3D and Blender. If you haven't watched it, there is a link to the playlist in the description, and if you don't want to lose any of my videos, then click the subscribe button. In the episode, we will set up the sky using Shuriken, the Unity 3D integrated particle system, to make our game look more appealing. To begin with, we are in space, so the background should be blackish. Let's open the lighting panel and change environment lighting to color, clear the skybox and set the color to a grayish color. So if you don't have it here, the lighting panel, you can go in window and open it up in lighting here, settings, which will open this. So just go to where the skybox material is and we can set this to none. Now we can see that the color is actually just a sort of bluish color, so we can change the source of the environment lighting to a color, and we can change this to be a lighter grayish color. Then we can go to the camera and we click back to inspector here and we clear flags, solid color, and we choose alpha to full white, and we choose a black color, not too black but just black enough. Okay, now that we have the black sky, we want to add the stars. So for doing this, we will create an empty game object and we'll call it sky. We'll add the component into it. That will be our particle system. So you can see now into the scene view these purple small cubes. They are actually not cubes, they are billboards, so they are just planes with a material applied, and the billboard is a particular type of plane, so this plane will always face the camera, so we will always see the face that is not the back face. Let's move the transform and put it into the 0, 0, 0 position. So how the Shuriken works, it works that we have just, if I shrink this down, so we have all these small components. So these are actually called modules. So this is the main module, and these are all the emission module, the shape module, and all the noise module, and all the other modules. So you can see that some of these are actually enabled. So for example, if I remove the renderer, you can see that there is nothing rendered into the scene. So for a starter, what we want to do is we want the stars to come from the right side to the left side of the screen. So if we go to shape, we can change the shape. You can see here into the scene view that it opens up this small cone, and actually this point here, they're actually editable, so you can drag and drag them and edit the actual particle effect in real time. What we want to do though is change the shape from a cone to an edge. Now all the particle system, they are coming off from an edge. You can see it here. So now what we want is to rotate the actual game object like this and like this 90 degrees, and then we move it outside of the game view. So you can see now that on the game view particles are coming from the right side and going to the left side. Now we will increase the size of this to just about these sides. Okay, and we can see into the inspector here it's about 13, so let's go and change it to 13. Okay, so now that we have changed the shape, we want to look at the main module. So the main module has a couple of basic features like the duration of the entire particle system, the delay, the start lifetime. So let's go one by one. So the duration is how much the particle effect will last. The looping is if after the particle system ends, so after the 5 seconds should it start again. The pre-warm, it means that when you actually start the game, the particle system would have had an entire cycle. So we will check pre-warm because we want the stars to be from the start there. we have as a start lifetime. So if this is set for each particle, so each particle will have a lifetime of 5 seconds as well. Start speed, each particle will have a start speed of 5. And I won't go through every of these. I would just need, because we need just the start speed in this tutorial. So the documentation for all these fields, is on the Unity documentation on the website. So what we will do, we will use the color by size by speed module, which controls. There is a small tooltip here that says that it controls the size of each particle based on its speed. So basically, what we want is that to have some faster particles and some slower particles, and the faster particles should be bigger and the slower particles should be smaller. So that's to create a parallax effect. So into the start speed here, we can change this. If we click on the drop down, the small arrow here, we can select random between two constants, and we can select like from 0.6 to 1 and 5. We don't want the stars to be too fast, or else it will the screen will be too busy. After this, we notice that the particles are actually dying a bit too soon, so we'll go increase the start lifetime to probably 50. Okay, and the duration of the entire particle system to 50 as well. Now, if we go to the size by speed module and we enable it, we can actually change the speed range here. So now it's set from 0 to 1, and we can actually put the same values, so 0.6 and 1.5. And now you can see smaller particles moving slower and bigger particles moving faster. So now what we need to do is replace the actual texture that we have here for this material and for the billboard, and change it with a cool star. So let's add a new folder. We'll call this particles, and in here we will drag and drop from the episode 6 files, we will drag and drop the stars. Right, now we need to create a new material. We'll call these stars, and into the shader drop down here we can select another one, which is into the particle additive. And now we can select the texture here, so we can just drag and drop the texture. And now if we go back to the sky and if we open the render module, we will have a material in here that is currently set to none. That's why it's purple. So we drag and drop this, and you can see the stars now. So now you have a pretty cool sky, and if you hit play, then you can see all the particles, and you are pretty cool. Well, I'll see you next time.